Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is the Mystic Leo. My name is Anna. I'm a very proud Leo. Put your paws up top if you know what that means. It's great to see you guys. It is the weekly energy check-in. We're going to look at some overall energy, money, abundance, flow, love, relationships, career, purpose, your path, gift of the week, challenge of the week, and any other advice or messages that Spirit has for you. Okay, so sit back, relax. Let's jump right into this reading. If you already watched these, then you know, take what resonates for you and leave the stuff that does not. I have plenty of other readings if for some reason this message does not resonate for you. Okay, guys, so let's get an overall energy. I'm going to get a card or two for the overall energy, okay, for the week. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, we have the indecision, but it's in reverse. So, something that you may have felt very stuck on, you're going to make up your mind about, okay? I almost feel like something's going to happen that you just see something, right? You just experience something and it instantly, you're like, oh, I'm not stuck anymore. I know exactly what to do in this situation. I know exactly what I need to say. I know exactly what needs to happen from here on out. So it kind of feels like where you were at a crossroads, you're no longer at that crossroads. And for some of you, this could indicate that you're getting some sort of answer around it too. Okay. All right, let's get another one or two. I just think these are like bonus cards to me. Okay, you got the law of attraction, the moon mastery. So many of you may be manifesting something. Maybe it's part of what leads to this decision. But whatever it is, the overall energy here is really using law of attraction, and I feel like mastering something with that. So there may be something that comes to you this week that is clearly something that you have been working on manifesting on. Okay, now you may also learn a lot about the law of attraction. I have that book, actually. It's up here somewhere. That was one of the Ask and It Is Given, and the Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Maybe that's a book recommendation Spirit wants me to give you if you're interested in manifestation, creating your new reality, getting what you want, okay? And then we have Thriving. Love that for you. These cards are so gorgeous. I can't not want to read them. But this week is really good for you. I think that it's beautiful in that you're seeing things from a different perspective. So some of you could have a perspective shift overall in your energy this week, making up your mind about things, letting go of blocks, things that may have been stopping or blocking you from being able to manifest stuff, just by simply having a shift in your perception and understanding that abundance comes from the beingness of thriving, literally, like being grateful and the beingness of thriving. Okay, love that energy. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple more like pulls at the end of this. I'm going to look at other messages that Spirit has for you. So right now, let's just dive right into the tarot reading, okay? And we're going to look at money and abundance. We're going to look at money and abundance this week. Where's your money vibe headed? Okay. Show me money for this week and where it's headed. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Three of Wands. Ooh, I love that for you guys. Okay, okay, okay. This is great. This is opportunity. For some of you, it's travel. It's about your future. I feel like something that you've been waiting for might be coming for you this week when it comes to your finances. Okay. Okay, what else for Leo? Yes, babe. 10 of Cups. Listen, something that you desire or you've been waiting on financially, I feel like is coming through or is about to happen for you. So it's good. There's this sense of like future thinking. I don't know if that makes sense for anybody, but future thinking, and feeling really good this week. I feel like there could be some money that's on its way to you. Okay, let's see. what actions do you need to take in order to like sort of align with abundance for those of you who are having problems in this area? What actions does Leo need to take to get this abundance this week? Okay, yeah, Five of Cups in reverse for sure. Letting go of all the negative thoughts, negative energies, feelings, especially with the Five of Cups. That's really about our emotional body, the cups, the water, okay? And the sun. So yeah, definite big message here from Spirit talking about how y'all need to lighten up, okay? Lighten up. You're not going to get anywhere if you're, sad face all day long about money, okay? So, but I do feel, like I said, with that indecision, the law of attraction, and the thriving, there is a powerful shift for some of you just in your energy this week overall, okay? All right, so let's get into your career and purpose. Let's look at your work, passions, business opportunities. What are the work, passions, and business opportunities? What's the opportunity for that this week? Four of Wands. That's great. I love that. I feel like some of you may get a position that you've been desiring. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and you have the Empress card. This is great. So, you might be feeling a little uninspired, but I feel like some of you, there's an offer coming this week for a job. It may not be exactly what you want, but at this time, I feel like some of you with the Empress, you're going to take it because you need the stability right now, and it's going to help you to actually thrive, okay? So I feel like the opportunity here is to expand your consciousness somehow with work, maybe making new friends or coming together with people. Even though you might not have a lot of energy this week for work or inspiration around what you do, you still have this nice like energy of comfort, getting along with other people, celebrating some type of growth or expansion that happens here, maybe even some type of training or education that might happen for you this week, okay? But there's a lot of action here with the Four of Wands. Our wands are actions cards, so I feel like there's some sort of action maybe after a time of not feeling very passionate about it. Maybe something fires you up a little bit this week and you feel better about your career and the direction you're going, okay? And for others of you, I feel like that uninspiring energy, but you're learning how to be joyful until you get to the position that you want to get to. But also you're learning how to thrive where you are, which sometimes you just got to do. Like, until we get to where we really want, once in a while we got to bite the bullet, which sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, my loves. Let's look at love and relationships. Let's take a look at singles this week. Single Leos. Talk to me about single Leos. What's going on? What's the shift? What's the dynamic for love with single Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There we go. The High Priestess. Okay, girl, hey. That's the Pisces. What else for the singles? Okay, Death in reverse. All right. Give me one more. I don't feel like this is a two-card read. Give me one. There we go. Okay. Oh, Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's a resistance to something here, okay, single Leos. I feel with the Death in reverse, Death talks about endings, transitions, transformations, and changes. But when we're against that, or we're having a hard time with things and people that are changing, including ourselves, I would see the Death card in reverse this way. The High Priestess is indicating that there's something deeper happening with you this week when it comes to relationships. Maybe some of you are really resistant to it until you, Seven of Pentacles, until there's a little growth in a connection here, or there's some growth within you. All right, my friends. Also, I feel like right now is really a time where you're kind of planting things for the future. You're looking at like what is good to put your time and energy into. But there seems to be this resistance as well. There's something that Maybe you don't want to have to change about your life and that makes you feel really uncomfortable. You may discover that this week. Like maybe it's not a good time for you to date, right, Leos? Because maybe you feel like there's some more work that you want to do, or you want to just get some things done for yourself, invest some money, whatever it looks like. These are a lot of different types and sizes of coins here. So it could be a multiple of things, a multiple of different things that you're interested in doing for yourself. So I really feel like your higher self has kind of told you, maybe put this dating thing on a pause for a hot minute. I do think there's somebody in your energy with the Six of Cups. It could be somebody from your past. Somebody might be emotionally kind of tugging at you. But for me, it's kind of giving, like with High Priestess, the mind being made up about planting the energy into yourself at this time, okay? I know that's not what a lot of singles wanted to hear, but it's what I'm getting and what I'm feeling right now, okay? Now, side note, as I said, I do feel for some of you, there could be somebody in your energy, and maybe for some of you, you're not really in this space of willing to see where this is going, although it's in your energy field, right? Like you're thinking about it. You're like, I don't know about this. I kind of think maybe I'm not ready. Death in reverse. Maybe I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to make this change in my life. Let me fertilize. Let me fertilize a little longer. Okay. Let's take a look at people in relationships. Situationships. Petunia's over there literally howling out the window. Hi, Toonies. It's crazy cats. All right, let's see what we got for Leos in relationships. So what's shifting in the romance? Friends, family? What's the dynamic romantically for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Then we're going to look at the gift of the week, okay? Okay. We got a little back and forth here. Give me a third card, please. Oh, okay. So there's a change happening here. Knight of Pentacles. Alrighty then. Okay. Oh, somebody's stepping up to the plate after trying to run away from this or something. Okay, Mr. Wishy-washy ass, her Sir Boho Hobo, Dusty Crusty seems to be getting her shit together here, okay? So we have the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles, King of Swords. Some of the signs I have out here, I have Pisces, I have Scorpio, I have Leo, I have strong Aries, I have Libra. Okay, and we're in Libra season right now. So I see a change happening here for the positive with the Wheel of Fortune. It's a stroke of good luck. With the Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords, it feels like somebody is kind of really making up their mind about a situation that they're in. They may have been going back and forth. I'm going to do a little more depth. Okay, I'm going to clarify this just a little bit, because a lot of people here watching this are in relationships. I feel that for some reason. Y'all have a connection going on. And you want to know what this person's thinking. Okay, King of Swords. What's this? I feel like there's maybe a moment of clarity happening here this week in a relationship. Nothing bad, but yeah, the Hierophant. There may even be some sort of recommitment to longevity of the relationship, or somebody just kind of finalizing, like getting their head together around the connection. Okay, Taurus energy here. Why else do we have this King of Swords, please? Oh, the Devil. Okay, yep. Two of Pentacles. Why is that here? Yeah, the Moon in reverse. Okay. Okay, Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah, these are upright, so they flipping upside down. And why do we have the Wheel? I'll be talking to myself out loud. Okay, the Temperance card. Yeah, Sagittarius. What else? The Hermit in reverse. Okay, so it's finally coming out. There's some revelation happening here, where things were sort of stale. They were not really happening. The Eight of Wands in reverse. Maybe you guys were not talking to each other or something wasn't moving here. I feel like there's an action that's happening. Hermit in reverse, Virgo, with the Temperance card. So it almost seems like your patience is paying off. That's what I want to say. It feels like your patience is paying off. Somebody has got the devil on their shoulder or something here with this Capricorn energy with the devil. There's a lot of majors here. So there's a major shift in the relationship between you and whoever you might be dealing with, where it seemed like it was going to go one direction and maybe you guys might separate or not be together. I do feel like something's happening here. It almost kind of feels like, I wouldn't say divine intervention. It feels like somebody's had come to their senses. Okay. Somebody's like come to their senses and there's a shift in this relationship that's like your patience paying off. Okay. This person is getting help for something. For some of you, this person has an issue that they're getting help for. They may have a what addiction to, whack whack. They might like to whack, you know what I'm saying, to people on the internets. Or maybe they favor the drinks and the parties. Something here seems to have gotten into the way. Okay. And this back and forth because no action was happening. You weren't seeing any kind of change. I think that the change is going to start coming this week. And it may not actually happen just yet, but it feels like that, like a breakthrough, right? Like aha moment a little bit where somebody's like, okay, this means enough to me in my own life to do something about it. You mean enough to me to do something about this, to make some sort of change. I'm going to be honest. I've been hiding things. I've been dishonest to you. I do want to give this a chance. I want to start over again. So it's, if you've been trying to get to the bottom of what's been going on with your person and why they've been acting or behaving the way they have, I think you're maybe about to get in their head this week, okay? And they might finally talk to you about why they've been the way they've been, and wanting to do something about it, okay? So, I mean, for some of them, they might do rehab therapy. I don't know. But it feels more like they're at least going to talk about it. And then I feel like action is to follow and healing happening here. Okay. So this feels really good to me. It doesn't feel bad per se. It just feels like whatever wasn't clear is going to become more clear now. You're going to understand more of somebody's moral ground for why they've said or done things that they've done, justified those types of things, that type of stuff. But whatever this is, guys, this person, it almost feels like they have the angel and the devil, one on one shoulder. And look at this, the Hierophant with the devil, somebody's been questioning the fuck out of everything they've been doing, okay? Because that's like this. That's the angel and the devil. That's kind of crazy. And they know it, right? But this person wants to not be this way. They want to not be this way. And I think that you're the person that is helping them to understand that they don't want to be this way. Okay. So I would expect a discussion, and at least this week, maybe the action isn't necessarily taken, but it feels like it will be. Okay. So why don't we look at the gift of the week? Let's look at the gift of the week. What's the gift of the week for Leo? I'm going to get one card here, and then I'm going to get a couple of my other cards so we can close it out. Let's see. What's the gift of the week for Leo? Oh, the Emperor. Okay, Aries energy. So the gift of the week feels very like having things together this week, having a plan, there's like a plot. Okay, something that you're going for, you're feeling really confident this week, and feeling like a boss. Okay, just showing up in the world like a boss, having clarity. An emperor is a strategic person too. It's a father. It's a masculine conqueror, right? Somebody who isn't afraid to make big decisions because they handle whole countries, babe. You know what I'm saying? So showing up really big for yourself and for others this week, and just showing up in a big energy because you guys are willing to take on the difficult conversations and do the difficult things for yourself, okay? Minus everybody else's bullshit. All right. What is also the gift of the week? Where's my other card? Is it here? No, it's not that one. Sorry. Oh, ta-da. Right in front of my face. All right, every single time. All right. God, it's hot in here. You know what? It's really super humid today is what it is. It's really super humid and it feels like the humidity is taking over my house. Okay, what's the gift this week, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? No whammies, no whammies. If you know, you know. Chocolate. I love this one. So this is great. This is love. This is perfection. It's being treated sweetly or treating yourself. It is, fine dining, going out, treating yourself really well, doing really well and knowing that you're deserving. It's satisfaction, a lot of romance this week. So I would expect maybe some sweet treats. Some of you might have some Libra rising here. I've seen Libra twice and we are in Libra season. So yeah, I feel like this is really nice. You're going to be in a good mood, a celebratory mood. There may be parties, birthday parties, things like that at work and celebration, good things happening for you this week, okay? So I love this energy for you. Now let's look at the challenge. What's the challenge for Leo this week? What's the challenge? Challenge. All right, the Eight of Wands. This could be some sort of tough communication or things just feeling a little bit overwhelming, moving very fast. For some of you, this could be moving. Like maybe you have some challenges with distance, moving, and communication, things just feeling like they're happening so fast, like you don't have enough time. I feel like that's one of your challenging things here is I don't have enough time, or things just feel like they're going super, super fast, okay? It could be that things are moving more rapidly than you thought they would. And again, that feeling of like, I'm trying to catch up, okay? So you may feel a little behind, so to speak. All right, so let's look here. I always have my notes on my laptop right here these days so I don't get lost in the sauce. Let's look at Spirits closing messages. All righty, let's take a look. Tick, tick, tick. Let's take a look. How does it feel? That's your song this week, damn it. Rip D'Angelo, baby. How does it feel? All right, you got the flag. Okay, I'm going to stop being silly. You have the flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards, baby. Let me give it to you up close. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Don't you dare. Okay, that's Spirit's message for you. Okay, you're my lady. All right, and then we got June. Okay, look at that. It's giving June wedding. Some of you might be getting engaged or you just got engaged, so you might be planning a June wedding. But I feel like there's something that maybe started for you around June, and that could have to do with this challenge being the Eight of Wands for you, okay? Like your main obstacle is movement, right? It's communicating, it's doing something that maybe needs to be done in a hurry and feeling like things are going a little too fast. Time is running a little too fast, okay? All right, you're my lady. All right, D'Angelo, baby. Rest in peace, my brother. You got the Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. All right, so your closing message, one of your closing messages is the Wheel. And I feel like this is contemplation. This is the beauty of contemplation. And looking at the areas or like your indecisiveness. And if you're allowing things to just be happening, is it just happening and you feel like you're not in control? Eight of Wands, right? Things are just sort of all going so fast and you don't know how to make it go the direction you want to go. I think that this is something good to contemplate for you at this time, especially since you're making up your mind about something. And it could have to do with this wheel. Maybe you feel like, you know, you're on a hamster wheel and things are just going and you're just in it and none of this is in alignment with you. Okay. This might be something that you just kind of need to get more decisive about and take a look at. Okay. I'm done with them. All right. Let's get a closing message for you with the wisdom within. I love these little cards. They be hitting. Okay. All right. Miss Petunia's got the zoomies. She's all over my house. Sachi has puked twice and then tried to eat it. It's a regular day in my neighborhood. A regular day for a neighbor. All right. All right, Spirit, what's the message? The coffee's kicking in. All righty. I am unstoppable and resilient. Love that for you. I am unstoppable and resilient. Spirit wants you to remember that this week. You are unstoppable and you are resilient. And ask yourself, how can I live in peace? How can you live in peace this week? How can you live in peace this week? Sometimes it's not about silencing all the other people around you, but it's about finding the silence within, you know, our high priestess, our hermit type of energy. Okay. So I love these messages for you guys. I wish you all the best. I hope you have a fantastic week. Please don't forget, give it a like. Don't forget to sub. Come on back and see me. And guys, if you want to do private readings with me, you can find that down in the description box below. Also, I have memberships. I have 2 tiers. One tier gets you 2 readings that nobody else will see on YouTube, and the second tier will get you private readings with me where you can talk to me live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, if you're interested in life coaching, I'm also a certified life coach. I'm not out here talking shit life coach like I gave good advice a couple weeks ago and now I'm charging $4,000 for it. No. Okay, we don't do that here. I am a professional, licensed, ICF certified life coach for 11 years, babe. Okay. And if you want to talk about that, you can hit me up. That's down in the description box too. All right, my loves. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll see you later. Bye.